Good morning, family. My name is Black Feniks, owner of HogOn Welding, and I am the black man who made $100,000 welding independently. And a lot of people ask me, how did I do it? How did I figure out ways to actually get established? And what did the money get invested into? And where did the money go? You know what I mean? Getting started. So there was a lot of investments I had to make. There was a lot of cost of living that was involved. And then, when you first touch that type of money, it's a couple things you're going to have to do. You might have some debt, which I had to clear up some things. I got a chance to live and eat and travel. So it was, I got a chance to do some cool things. I did some cool things for my kids, but a lot of the money went back into the business as far as uh, purchasing welders, purchasing vehicles, paying storage fees. I mean, it was insane. But I made this money off of a contract that I scored out of Kansas City, Missouri. And I was working for a company that traveled, and we traveled from east to west. Now, I didn't go to every state, but I went to a lot of states. I haven't been to California yet, but I'm about to see it soon, hopefully, in the Lord's will. But we went everywhere from Seattle to South Carolina, and we was going to putting up storefronts, structural storefronts at like strip malls and airports and things of that nature. Easy structural welding, putting in a few poles. Sometimes we had to put some RTU frames in, welding in some support brackets. But normally the work at one place didn't last longer than 2 weeks. So normally I wouldn't nowhere longer than 2 weeks. Sometimes it might be a week, week and a half. But one time I spent about a month, I would say, in an area. I did a job in Denver, um, in Greenwood Village, and I stayed there about a month, and it was the longest job I did for that company. And it was during the snow, so it was like snowing crazy. And the job was at night. We was doing some repairs and some reinforcements to a Home Depot. So it was a very fun job. But I made this money, and how I was able to do it was by investing in my own equipment. And I had my certs. I had just got my own cert, so I had my AWS certs in my pocket. And I had bought a stick welder, TIG welder from Miller. It wasn't a multi-processor, but it could do stainless and carbon and, stick weld. So all the jobs pretty much were stick welding. So by me having my own unit, the company I was networking with paid me a better pay, gave me like an independent pay, and then gave me a pay like I was working for them. So I was working for them, but then I was also independent. So I had like a contract, but I had to be hired through them to get the gas card and all that. But they paid me the top dollar for working for them. Then they also paid me for my travel time. So when I traveled to different cities, I got a check just for driving, and who was with me, who did the driving with me, which was my wife. So I got her a check from helping me drive to different places. And then, so it was a lot of tied into it, how the money was coming in. But a lot of the money was from per diem. Uh, and per diem is something cash. Actually, when you file your taxes or whatever, you don't have to pay per diem back. Per diem is tax free because that's the cost of living to do the job in that area. So if you had to get the rooms, the food, it takes food, room, shelter to do a job. You know what I mean? So the per diem you don't have to pay. So it was a combination of per diem and wage hours, and I won. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That was the first time I ever made that much money welding, and that was my first year stepping into the independent. And then I moved into Phoenix because I bought an RV. I had my dually, I had my truck, I had my wife car. We got our tools, our equipment. We was ready to start, and that's how I ended up in Phoenix, Arizona. I got here off of being independent with those tools I just said, and I made that money from a contract, like I say, out of Kansas City, Missouri, and I was staying in Fayetteville, Arkansas at the time when I actually scored for the contract, and this was 2016. So coming into 2017 is when all the Texas thing was done. I was moving on, but I got a chance to do that, so I can say I seen it, I touched it. And one thing for sure, if you got there before, you can always get there again. And the knowledge I have learned now has been unreal. Now, since I have been in Phoenix these last 3 years, I have not touched 100,000, but I have been living okay. I've been able to maintain, being independent. I've been able to maintain, so it's been nice. But I haven't reached that much. But I've been investing, trying to build the business, but I really feel that welding, I know that welding is going to make me a millionaire. Not just because, oh, I just want to be a millionaire, but because I'm gonna be able to provide services and products from welding, from teaching, from school, from making products, from having books, from having different multiple sources of income, passive incomes. So it's all about thinking outside the box and using one tool in different departments, because welding is used multiple sources: fabrication, installation, repairs, furniture, um, different type of specialty stuff for the military. Man, welding is used for everything. You just got to pick what field you want to be in. You don't like the sparks, you ain't got to stick weld, you can TIG weld. You don't like the field, you can do the shop. You know what I mean? So pick what you want, but if it's in your heart, you can do it. And don't just make excuses and feel like, oh, I can't do it, I got to do this. Look at me. I'm a black man with gold teeth and a beard. I'm from Arkansas, from Little Rock, Arkansas. If I can do it, you can do it. HogOn.